Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial where we will create a simple game using the Godot game engine. But before we proceed, if anyone is watching without the Godot game engine, go to their website, Godot Engine Import, and download the version that suits your device. Additionally, please download the assets found in the description of this video or in our Google Classroom solution with these three folders. Alright. So once you downloaded that, let's proceed with creating our project by clicking on this button. Then type in your uh, project name, for example, the 2D simple game. Okay, so click this button right here. Okay, so create a folder. Okay, then create and edit. First, we'll need to create a main scene, which will be the basis for our game, containing other assets such as the player, tiles, coins, and enemies. In the scene panel, right here, click on the 2D scene button to create a new 2D scene. With our new node, let's double click it and rename it to main scene. Okay, it's also good to save your scenes when you create them, so save with either Ctrl S or scene, then save scene. Okay, so we got our main scene. Next, let's go and create our player scene, which will hold all the nodes we need and the corresponding script. To create a new scene, we can go scene, new scene, and then select the other node button. This will open up a new window, and we want to create the kinematic body 2D. Hit enter, then rename the node player and save it. Okay, it should appear here in our file system. So as you can see, we have our main scene and the player scene. Okay, so I asked you to download the assets earlier, so we have to drag it here in our file system because we'll be needing them soon. Alright, so click the parent node, and then to add a child node, so you can just right click here and then add child node, or Control A, or press this button right here. Okay, we'll be needing the collision shape 2D. Okay, so as you can see, there's an error right there. So it says a shape must be provided, so there's no shape, so let's provide a shape using the new capsule shape 2D. Okay, so we'll be adjusting its attributes later. For now, let's click on the parent node. Okay, then in the sprites folder, let's find the player idle image and drag it to the scene window. Also, we want the sprite to be centered. Okay, so select it, and over in the inspector panel, let's open the transform drop down and set the position to 0 and 0 for x and y. So as you can see, the collision shape is not visible, so let's just order it, reorder them using the hierarchy, so by dragging this one to the bottom. Okay, so select the collision shape, and then select the shape in the inspector to edit its properties. So it will open up a new menu for options. Then let's set the radius to 27. its height to 12. Okay, so as you can see, it's not that aligned. So let's open up the transform, then the position to negative 0.5, and the y to 15. Okay, save it again. So now that we have the node structure set up, we can begin to scripting our player. So this will involve the movement, jumping, and collecting coins. To create a script, so select the player node, the parent player node and in the inspector. So you can see there's an option right here, or you can just click the button right here. Okay, so attach and use for existing script to the selected node. Okay, so just press enter. Okay, so what we see now is this generated code. Okay, so as you can see, we switch from 2D to script window or workspace. Okay, so by the way, it's this kind of scripting language is called the GD script. Okay, this is similar in syntax to Python. So there's just a few lines of code right here. So the extends is similar to using or import. We're extending from the kinematic body 2D. So we are attached to. So this one is the kinematic body, as you can as we made it earlier. And then so the function is basically the block of reusable code, we can call. So the ready function is built into Godot and gets called once the node is initialized. Then the pass is simply a filler line to define the function. So if it is empty, an error will occur. So the pass really does nothing. So it's just a filler line. So for now, let's clear these strings. So we won't be needing those for now. So let's start by creating or adding some variables. So var score is equal to 0, var speed is equal to 200, var jump force is equal to 600, var gravity is equal to 800. Okay, so by the way, if you would like to add the data type, you can go like this: var gravity int is equal to 800. So you can do this like that, or you can just do it like this. So it's your choice. Okay, so next is var vel is equal to vector 2. Okay, so the vector 2 defines an x and y value, which can be used for position, scale, rotation, velocity. So we're going to be using it to store our player's current velocity. So another one is var grounded is equal to false. Okay, so we need one more variable. So this is a reference to the sprite component, which is a child node. So onReady means that we're going to find the sprite node when the node is initialized. So let's put here the onReady var sprite is equal to, okay, by the way, click on this one, then rename it to sprite. Okay, so let's call that one. Okay, so make sure that the one you call here is correct. So if you input here sprite with capital S, and then your sprite right here is lowercase s, so it will produce an error. So the GD script is case sensitive, so in case you don't know. Okay, so now that we have our variables defined, let's start to get our player moving. So to do this, we first want to define define some key inputs, we have to open the project, then project settings, and in there navigate to the input map tab, and in the action field we have to enter uh, 3 actions, so the move left, move right, and the jump. Okay, so next to each action is a plus icon right here. Click that, then select key, so this will allow us to enter in a key for that action. So for move left, so we can just click the left arrow key, then for the move right, the right arrow key, then for the jump, so you can use up or space or W. So in this case, let's just use the up arrow key. Okay, so once that's done, you can close the window and continue scripting. Okay, so we're now going to create a function which is built into the Godot. So the physics process function. So physics process function. So this gets called 60 times a second, and this is what we use for physics calculations. Okay, so the delta right here is the time between each frame. So we can multiply the movement by this in order to move based on pixels per second rather than pixels per frame. Okay, so first we want to reset the horizontal velocity. So vel.x is equal to 0. So we will change the horizontal velocity. Then for our movement inputs, so if input that is action pressed, so let's start with the move left. Okay, so vel.x minus equals speed, because we just pressed the left button. So if we press the right button, it should be action pressed to move right, then vel.x plus equal speed. Okay, next we'll move the player using the move and slide function. Okay, so vel is equal to move and slide, then vel vector 2 that up. Okay, so the move and slide function, which will move along a certain velocity, so we will move our player using that function. So detecting colliders and other things. The second parameter is the ground normal, which is the ground pointing. So after this, we can apply gravity. Let's use our gravity. So vel.y plus equals to gravity times delta. Then let's detect the jump input. If input that is action pressed, jump. So let's detect if our player is on floor. Okay, so if input action is pressed and is on floor, so if that returns true, so let's vel.y minus equals jump force. Okay, so in this case our player can only jump when it is on floor. Okay, so finally we can also flip our sprite depending on which way we are moving. So if we press right, so it will face right. So if we press left, so it will face left direction. So if well that x is less than 0, so it means we are facing left. Uh, means we should be facing left. So sprite that flip horizontal is equals to true. Else if, so it's a short term for else if del that x is greater than 0, so it means we should be facing right if h is equals to false. So we're done scripting for now, so let's switch back to 2D mode and go to the main scene. Here we want to drag our player scene from the file system panel. So let's just drag this one right here. Okay, so what we can do now is test the game out in the top right corner of the screen. So let's click the play button. Okay, so this will show us a window saying that there's no main scene selected. So click the select button and select the main scene. Okay, or you can just press the select current. Okay, so the game should then open up, but will quickly fall off screen due to gravity. So let's just change the variable so to test our movement. So let's set it to 0 for now. Okay, so we are moving right, then we are moving left. Okay, so let's change it to 800 again, then switch back to main scene, switch back to 2D mode. Okay, let's now create a new scene for our tile by going scene or new scene, or just pressing the control N. Okay, so click on the other node, then search for static body, and static body 2D, then press enter. So the static body node is a physics node, so it doesn't move or do anything but detect collisions. So rename the node to tile. Okay, attach a new collision shape, and then set the shape to rectangle. Okay, so after that, let's drag it, select the parent node, then find the image of the tile, then drag it to the scene panel like we did earlier for our player. Okay, we can just set the position to 0 here. Then for the collision shape, let's make it visible by dragging it to the bottom. Then set its extents to 32 and 32. Okay, so save the scene as tile. So back in the main scene, okay, we can drag the tile scene. Select our parent node, which is the main scene, then find the tile scene. We can just drag it right here. Then we can enable the smart snap right here to make it easier for us to position the tiles. So use grid snap. So and make sure that we are just using this use pixel snap. Okay, in here, let's just make a design for it this time. Let's start by designing our bottom side. You can just duplicate this one by clicking the Control D button. So use Control D. Okay. Control D. Control D. So you can also multi-select by just highlighting them for you to easily for you to make it faster. Okay, so alright, so now we can press play. Let's check our gravity. Okay, test it out.